Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm just trying to figure this out. It's my first time.
Welcome. I've only done it a few times. I guess
Yes.
so. Yeah, I guess Celeste hasn't started yet or something.
I don't think she has, but my screen is really, really tiny, like a thumbnail. And I'm just trying to figure out how to
Huh.
make it larger.
You see that you are sharing your screen with me, just so you know. I'm seeing what you're doing. I think it's either you or I'm seeing Celeste, but I think it's your screen.
No, it's probably my screen. Should I
Yeah.
hide
So
that? I guess I should.
I don't know. I mean, I know where to point you. If you go down to the bottom right where the Zoom little icon is, I think if you bottom right,
Okay, can you still see me?
I think so. Do you have your mouse over the word history?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's
So
not good.
so
All right.
bottom right. I know that's kind of a little strange. Uh,
Okay, so what should I do?
well, you see the little Zoom icon in the bottom right. It's right next to your trash can.
Oh, yes.
It's that. So I think if you click there, okay, now Zoom is in the front.
Yes.
So then maybe go to view.
Hide video panel.
No. Gee, show floating meeting controls, maybe?
Oh, stop video, maybe.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Hi.
Oh,
All right. So you can still hear me?
yes, yes.
Oh, okay. But Celeste hasn't come on yet, so
I guess not. I'm not sure. Yeah, I see there's now 3 participants, but I don't see the participants.
yesterday I went to the class, the afternoon class, and she didn't sign on till right at
There she is.
oh, there she is. So I'm wondering if I'll see her.
Okay, well, I'm going to mute my mic, but nice to meet you,
Nice
Shirley.
to meet you too.
I'm Julian, by the way.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
Hi,
You
Shirley.
know, it says that.
All right.
Sorry, guys. Oh, I don't even know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Celeste, but I can't see you.
I wish I could get a screen, but I'm unable to. I'm unable to start the meeting, and I don't know why.
Huh.
This must only happen in the evenings because it won't happen during the day. All I can see is J Hall. I can't get anything else from Zoom. So,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess what I would recommend is that we all quit out, like quit out of Zoom, and you start first. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I don't know why it wouldn't let
Sounds
you. Like you should be able to see everything that's going on, but I'm actually seeing Shirley's screen.
Are you still seeing it?
I am.
See, that's what happened last night. It showed when the student screen, but it won't show me. So I'm unable to.
Okay. Maybe because I was the first one on. So I'm going to log out and then try logging back in.
Oh, it's
Yeah, try that.
Okay.
What's wild is it says it's recording. Do you want to stop cloud recording? Yeah. Isn't that weird?
So I can see there's like tiles of the right now it's Jay Hall, Amy Tam, and Celeste Shirley. So if
Now
you double,
me on full screen, I double clicked.
yeah, so you see yourself now.
So I'll be the one featured?
Yeah.
Okay, I've pressed recording, but it won't record.
It's flashing on my screen recording.
But can you see me at all?
Oh yeah, I see you. You're front and center, but you're just seeing my name, Jay Hall, on the screen.
Oh no, now I can see me.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, excellent. So you see yourself full screen.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, good. So for some reason, I can only join a meeting, but I can't start it. And in the mornings I can, in the day I can, but the evening one it must. Okay, so welcome you guys.
It's recording. It looks like it's recording.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm getting recording on the screen. These are all cleaned,
Okay.
Javex cleaned, Linda. So I'm just welcoming everyone in, Linda. So these are all Javex cleaned. That's why we left them out.
Okay.
And then we know that those ones are really, really clean.
Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Okay, thank you for your help. And so Shirley can come back. I wonder if she knows that. And
You're
yeah.
okay with me being here though?
Oh my goodness, you're meant to be here.
Okay.
You're so meant to be here. And you can come up closer because I'm going to be there. I'll be 6 feet away.
Okay.
So that will be possible. I set up a long time ago, Linda, but it just wouldn't. I don't know, and it's mystical to me. I'm just such a perfectionist with our time.
Because I'm So, to follow your safety precautions, do I still take a bolster and do I take the other?
Oh, yes. You know what? For the bolster, thank you for clarifying. I have all those clean sheets. I'm using just really clean cloths and I keep putting them in the wash. And I've got them right here. Okay. So you can take that and you just put them across anything you need to put across. There's 3. Okay. And so you can put your, I mean, you're not wearing skin contacts, so you're okay for your legs on bolster.
Okay.
That's good. And
I just want to ask you what you think.
yeah. Thank you for clarifying that. And then Shirley, I'm wishing you're back. I hope. Didn't chase you out of here.
You want me here, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Hi, Celeste. I am here. I'm not sure if you can see me, but I will unmute it after we start.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't see, which is good. Well, not good. The problem is last night I pressed somebody to see them and I think we saw his basement the whole night. I couldn't get this screen back. And so I was like, okay, I'll just have to. Yeah. And I didn't even know that happened until I saw the preview a few hours after the class when they said, wow. So I was like, oh, there's Doug's basement.
Oh dear.
Oh no. So anyways, oh, here we go. Let's get so we got a beautiful night and I think that should be, yeah, there we go. So if there's any music, we're going to be musicless in that it might take away from the video. So until we get things ever so cool, if you guys want to play music at home, Julie and Shirley, then please do, you know, if you have some favorite music that you love to chill to, and just keep it low so you can hear my voice. And also just if you have any questions at all about the poses, and of course, Linda, you can be natural when you have questions, then just yell them out, put your mic on and say, Celeste, but can we do this one? Like, you guys know what you love to do, so just let me know if there's anything you want to add. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just trying to turn these lights down. There we go. So,
Hi, Celeste.
hey, Shirley. Yeah, just let me know if you have any needs during the class, like anything you want to add to it or anything you want added.
It's Amy here and just coming to say hi.
Amy, hi, Amy. Oh, thanks. Nothing pops up and I don't know how to get you, so I'm glad you let me know you're here. Good to hear you.
Hi, Amy.
This is so bizarre, but I'm so happy to be doing this instead of nothing. So I'm lying in my basement among a lot of kids' toys right now.
Good, there's room. There's room. Okay. So, you know, please begin on your backs. And I'm going to start with a beautiful, you know, bringing us together, talk, share. But do start on your backs. And for those of you, gosh, this is certainly borrow a bolster from me if you want to come by. I have some extras if you want to do that in the future. In the meantime, what I recommend using, if you need some pillows, I just got like your typical couch pillows, and not that I have a couch anywhere in the house, but these are pillows that are really great for kind of using as a bolster. It's extra cush, So you might, just do that for the first beginning of the poses. So do you start on your backs, and let's check in as a wonderful way to bring us into our bodies. So here you are, you've got the legs over the pillow or the bolster, and you're going to begin by letting your body rest back and just feeling your whole body sink into the floor. So as you're lying there, just feel the beautiful sweetness of letting go. Notice how great it is to feel your body supported by the floor and feeling yourself start to slow down, really let go. When Linda's here, she's looking like an expert. Yeah. She's got this down. And I apologize, my emails will come in and I don't have to turn that sound off, so because I want to hear you guys. So as you're resting back, just keep feeling your awareness coming into your breathing. And you'll feel how, as you emphasize your breath, how much you can continue to get out of any stimulation in your tissue and bring your weight down. We're so fortunate to be together tonight and to have this time to let go. So do feel yourself release. And as you hear the sounds, just no need to try to deepen your release. Just take in all sounds around you, even if at home there's lots of action. And let yourself drop and soften into the floor more and more. This is a wonderful way to get back into that harmony inside. Do feel that harmony as a joy, as a lightness. It's a wonderful letting go. And be really happy. You're here. You took this time. You're creating the greatest benefit that you can for yourself by dropping into your body. The first position we'll come into is to come by bending the knees and just take them right to the top of the bolster. Your shoulders, you can wriggle under, get your shoulders back, and just having your feet right at the top of the bolster. Do just feel the low back release into the floor. And feel your front body open. And now you can hug your right knee in and just come on into some circles with that right knee. And you can really pull that knee in nice and snug to get a good squeeze in the quad, in the thigh. Now let your left leg straighten and just keep drawing that knee in. Now you can come in the other direction. Continuing to feel the breath come in and out. And body heavy back against the floor. Now just hug that right knee in and hug it to the right side. So I'm showing on the left leg. You're going to pull the leg to the outside. And it's really the bend of the elbow that pulls you in. No need to use the shoulder. So keep your shoulder dropped. And if you can have your computer at the side, that would be brilliant to see the pose. Linda's front and center here, so she's got it going on. And how are you doing, Linda? Great. Good. Good. It's good to be here. Oh, yes. It's so important Now we're gonna just hold on behind that right leg, and no need to stretch, just bend that leg in, and the heel is high, but the knee is soft and bent. You can just go into a really, really nice pulse back and forth. So you're almost not even getting a stretch, you're just getting more of a release of your quad as it squeezes. And then you can pull the toes back and reach through the heel. And do let your shoulders rest back. Good. And then come on right into toe circles. And then do a really strong point. So you're stretching it. So you're going to really stretch here. And notice if you need to back off. And then pull back. And really reach the heel to the ceiling. So good. And really strong point. And pull back. Now I'd like you to go quickly and strongly. And like you're really, if you might notice, I'm actually pointing the toe like I'm making a fist with the toes to really stretch the fascia at the top. So we're going to leave with stimulated feet. And then come back into toe circles. Maybe you can remember the other direction that was. And coming around. Really good. Now imagine your foot is a little tired. I want you to pull back and really spread the toes. So try to spread them as much as you can. So yeah, that's it. Really good for the fascia, super good for the arch. Okay, and so just have a bouncy leg. So
that's a workout.
it was a workout, wasn't it? So I was listening on CBC to this little girl, and she was saying what to do with all your spare time. And she said, bouncy castle, go to the bouncy castle. And then she'd say something else, and then she'd say, and go to the bouncy castle. So if you want to get that bouncy castle action, just use your leg. I couldn't have agreed with her more. I was like, yeah, I want a bouncy castle.
For sure.
And then you can let that leg drop and super heavy and let your upper body go. Yeah. We've done some really great things for the circulation. And just another note, you know, I'd like to give you anatomy. Right at the top of the thigh where you squeeze in, that's the femoral artery. If you were to use your thumb there on that hip flexor, that's basically where it is. And anytime you press or squeeze in the hip flexor, you hit the femoral artery. And just by bending there, you can get a bit of a squeeze, and that's why you can get a blood rush. When you put the leg down, the blood comes down again as it got squeezed off. Mm-hmm. So it is a nice way to stimulate that thigh. And then lie there and just bask in the difference on the two sides. Notice if one side feels lower or heavier. And feel the weight of that right buttock. I want you to imagine that you're reading a poem. You're reading a poem. And it might be a poem that you think of, maybe by your favorite poet. Shirley, I think it was Robert Service you were mentioning. Somebody that comes to mind. You know, I have a lot of poetry I read to you guys. I want you to imagine a poem in your mind. And if it's not coming, if there's not a poem that you know or you think to, then just imagine that you've read a poem that's exactly what you needed to hear. Exactly what you needed. And then imagine that you've just finished a poem where you're in between stanzas of a poem and you're in a pause. And just imagine how you feel the soothing, releasing aspects of the beautiful words of the poem. And just imagine that now. Your very own, most needed home right now. Just let go into that with your imagination. Elaborating the softening quality of your practice tonight by feeling into poems, words, a poem or words that you need to hear. Now, we just did the right leg. We're going to take that right leg back up. And I want you to just circle the knee. You don't even need to hold on. And we're going to just propeller that knee around. And then when you find a spot that feels really good, like right here feels good, then stay there and do just some swishes around, back and forth. So you get right into the place of tightness. And Julian, if you feel the tightness in the front, then you can take, I'll show you here, you can take the leg to the outside. And see if that doesn't cause any irritation, but some help there. And just, oh wow, find your spots. That's really good. Feel the upper body so relaxed. Take another minute to move in a way that feels really great through your hip. You can see the flower. Good, there it is. Get everything in. And then, release. Let that leg down. Let go. And do any little wriggles that you need to do to make sure that more of your body is in contact with the floor. Do a little hula in your waist, softening the tailbone down. And then feel that imprint of your body back into the floor. Completely let go. Take a minute to breathe and release. And coming in 2 days, we have the equinox. So on Saturday, you might wish to have some time to feel into what you want this next season to bring into your life, or what's in you to bring into your life. And swinging forward is going to have a whole new perspective now. So do just feel the sweetness tonight of one season ending, another beginning. Khalil Gibran, Lebanese poet and philosopher, he said, if we could just be like the fields and let the seasons pass over us, nothing would cause pain. I just spent the day studying physical pain and how do we experience it, and so much of it is mental. So as you think about the coming season, notice if there's any parts in your body that might be carrying any of the weight of the last season or the last month. And see if you can really soften all and slough all of that old patterning away. And then taking a really nice deep breath. And then you can take that left knee up, just hug the knee in really snug. Come on into circles. Going in the other direction. Again, the shoulders are still back, so no need to bring the arms forward at all. Circling, breathing. Good, now pull in, really good squeeze in through the thigh. And then hold on behind the knee, draw the leg up, and again, you're soft, so you don't have to stretch, just really soft. And draw that leg in. Do your bouncy castle. And of course, at any moment, if you want to change or move your leg in some way, please do. You will in a moment. Just notice what your body needs. Really good. Now the leg stays up and come on into your super strong point. Fantastic stretch. And then pull the toes back, spread them, spread them. And then point. I've never done that before. It's my spread toes. And point. And just ever so strong. So really try to reach that heel up. Point strongly. Pull back, spread the toes. Really reach the heel, get through the Achilles, the calf. Again, point. Pull back. Okay, good. We didn't do the circles at the beginning. We'll do both directions now. Just coming around. I'm a bad yoga teacher. Always forgetting. You're the best. I was telling my friend today that Patavi Joyce, he's a world-class teacher, passed away 2 years ago. And he'd always say, bad lady, bad lady, bad man, bad man. And just coming around. Wow. And then just shake out. And then this is where you're going to move sort of that side to side. And you're going to just find, as you windshield wiper the legs side to side, any places that you feel any tension. Maybe everything's really oiled and you're just feeling a lot of it. Really great. And then notice if there's a spot that would be so great to be in, and just let it go there. Your upper body is totally uninvolved. That's it. Really good. So nice to use the leverage of that foot to come across to open the hip. And just a little Willow report. She's out there. And she is, I can't see her right now, but there she is. She's facing the ravine, so that's the Willow report. Okay. And now back to our previously scheduled yoga class. And 3 more breaths as you finish. One more full breath. Okay, wonderful. Now you can take that leg down and just release. Completely soften and let go. And once again, take a minute to just feel the effects of the pose there. As we come together to connect to our true nature, always fantastic to read from someone who is so well connected to nature. Mary Oliver. And this is a brief poem called Three Things to Remember. 3 things to remember. As long as you're dancing, you can break the rules. Sometimes breaking the rules is just extending the rules. Sometimes there are no rules. That's it. 3 things to remember. And one more poem before we continue. This poem from Mary Oliver is entitled The Gift. The Gift. Be still, my soul, and steadfast. Earth and heaven both are still watching, though time is draining from the clock, and your walk that was confident and quick has become slow. So be slow if you must, but let the heart still play its true part. Love still as you once loved, deeply, and without patience. Let God and the world know you are grateful that the gift has been given. Okay, now our next move is to just bend the knees, have the feet right at the top of the pillow or bolster, and do that pelvic tilt again. So you're flattening your back down and then releasing. It's just a little flattening right down here. And the arms could be overhead like cactus arms, and press down and then release. It'll be more releasing to let the arms be at the side like Shavasana. So just notice which one feels right. Okay, and then you're going to take the soles of the feet together and let the knees splay out. Now then it's really nice to take the hands and use the whole hand, heel and whole palm, and just rub in and out. Just let literally, so the knees are falling out, and literally just go right from the insides of the thighs and all the way back up. That's great. Feel how you can get a soothing effect even into the low belly, solar plexus. Beautiful blue dusk out right now. It's so pretty. And then just release the hands. Lie in your cobbler position with the feet together. And you're going to completely let go. Let your breathing be in and out through the nose. As I leave you in silence, just keep on letting your body go. And as you let go, just notice if anything is going on. If anything's going on in the mind, if you could thank it for the message, whatever is arising, and then draw your awareness just back to you here, breathing, the beauty of this moment, and the stillness you feel. I just feel really happy that you came and that you're here. Keep on breathing and releasing. Please feel how heavy the back of the body is, so you get a real imprint into the floor and let go. As you're breathing in, feel the belly rise. And as you exhale, feel the belly sink. Another minute to let go. Really great. Now you can take a deeper breath in. And again, a nice deep breath. And again, and this time a slower exhale, really delicately, slowly let out a little bit of air at a time. Gently straighten the legs over your pillow or bolster. Now you can bend your knees and take the feet right to the top. So here, you're going to take your feet wide, and as wide as you wish, as wide as your hips, or you can take them wider. And then take the arms out and just a little bit higher than your shoulders. And then let your knees just go from side to side. So you're going to sway the knees from side to side. Great. Keep that going, and you'll notice what feels really good is to have the breath that you exhale as you drop your knees. Oops, there we go. And then once again, notice a place that feels really wonderful. Just let yourself fall into that place and stay there so you get a really wonderful stretch. Just keep feeling how you release out from each side. The shoulders are resting back. Couple more breaths and finish the side you're on. And then you can breathe and come all the way back up. Okay, you're going to push up slowly. You can feel free to roll to your side to come up, or you can take the hands beside. And just coming into your upright position, you can take your legs over the bolster. So you come into a forward reach, and the legs are naturally apart. And you just let your head dangle. So the head is heavy, and in that collapsed over your pillow fold, you can come right into your low back. And then notice if you want to kind of get over to one side, and you can tip off of that one side, so you get a fantastic stretch. Now, the head is not completely dropped, but if you do have a place to drop it, like if you've got your knee there, use it and just let your chin fall. As soon as I did that, I could feel the right side really stretch. Yeah, oh good. I'll just see if that, pardon me, gives you a bigger stretch. And then find your way, come on over to the other side. And again, just let go, let your shoulders drop. That's it. Good. had a wonderful experience today where one of my students, who's now a nurse, came to the door, and he just kind of gave me all the information I could ever need to know, and gave me his paramedic card and said, if anybody needs any information, just call me. And it's just the most incredible. Boy, it makes you want to answer the door every time. It's just so, what a beautiful experience. He's going around in his own time and going to people. Yeah. Now, in the center, you can, if you can really let the head fall, again, I think you'll find you get more tethering forward and stretch. Still with the head heavy and drop, taking a few more breaths. And as you do, I want you to just imagine that I'm coming up behind you like I do, and just giving you that lift out. So notice if you can kind of pull forward a bit more. The key is the exhale. See if you can do a really lovely exhale. And then you can gently lift. Just use your hands to walk yourself back up your legs. And once you've come back up to the top, your feet are still apart. Now just come on over to your left side and take that right arm across. And you can take both arms reaching, and then again drop. You're really getting over more though. So you're not in the middle, the side, or as over as you can. If you need to move the boobs or move the belly or move the body, just get everything in place to get really rotated. So we're not turning, but we're tipped. Over as far as you can to the left. Go right into your breath. Good. So keep noticing as you inhale, you'll feel the belly press into you, and then as you exhale, you'll feel the belly come in. Great. And then you can come on over to the other side, slowly migrate over. And again, if you need to kind of move your belly or anything, just come on across. Exhale. Because of course, the skinny yogi guys never had boobs and big bellies, so they could just kind of fold into any position they ever wished. Wasn't a problem. And again, on your inhale, feel how the belly inflates against you. And as you exhale, feel the belly sink back. Two more deep breaths. Good. And then you can draw right back to your center. Now, I want to have us take the open through the chest and the rib cage. And I just know that Amy is salivating when I say that. I just know she is. She's just like, yes, it's time. So, Julian, if you have something at home, so we'll take the bolster this way, it'll be fantastic. And if you have something at home that you can take right against the tailbone, I know you're familiar with this one now, and you can have either the soles of the feet together, the knees dropping out, or you can have one leg crossed in front of the other, or you can have your knees up because it might be a bit much. And I know you are all familiar, lovely women, with this pose. So you're letting the arms come to the side, and surely if you need to keep the arms down a bit, but you've been pretty good, even yesterday. And if you need to have a little something under the bum, the tailbone, just to have less of an arc in the back, then that's really great too. And the upper body lets go. And that would be my cue to read to you. And that rhymes, okay. So just letting your body go. The shoulders are open. Lovely. Actually, Linda, would you like another bolster for under your knees? And then you can have one under your knees, and then you'll have more of a release in the backs of your legs.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. I think that looks better. Let that go more there. So as you're resting back, I'm going to read from now, the best part about doing this online is you can't tell me that you've heard this poem before. So, because I don't know about you, but I just have to play my favorite song again and again and again. So I'm going to shamelessly read Aimless Love once again. And so here we go, Aimless Love. This morning, as I walked along the lakeshore, I fell in love with a wren. And later in the day, with the mouse. The cat had dropped under the dining room table. In the shadows of the bless you, I fell for a seamstress, still at her machine in the tailor's window. And later, for a bowl of broth, steam rising like smoke from a naval battle. This is the best kind of love, I thought. Without recompense, without gifts, or unkind words, without suspicion or silence on the telephone. The love of the chestnut, the jazz cap, and one hand on the wheel. No lust, no slam of the door. The love of the miniature orange tree, the clean white shirt, the hot evening shower, the highway that cuts across Florida. No waiting, no huffiness or rancor, just a little twinge every now and then. For the wren who had built her nest on a low branch overhanging the water. And for the dead mouse, still dressed in its light brown suit. But my heart is always propped up in a field on its tripod, ready for the next arrow. After I carried the mouse by the tail to a pile of leaves in the woods, I found myself standing at the bathroom sink, gazing down affectionately at the soap. So patient and soluble, so at home in its pale green soap dish. I could feel myself falling again as I felt its turning in my wet hands and caught the scent of lavender and stone. Aimless love. And now you can gently roll to your right side and lie in fetal position on that side for a moment. And then you can roll the bolster off to the side, and you're going to take it as we were. So you're going to take the legs on top of the bolster and take your knees just over the bolster.
I don't know what I'm doing.
There you go, that's it. Yeah, that's good. And just let your whole body go again. Releasing into the floor. Bring the awareness to your breathing and take both hands just right onto your belly. You might even want to just go right to your belly. Just lift your shirt up and taking your hands right onto the belly. And place your hands openly so you're just right on top. And feel the breath move in as you draw your breath in. And when you feel the belly lower on the exhale, to see if you can have a little longer exhale. So breathing in, feeling the belly rise, and then allowing for a longer exhale. And 2 more breaths. Then you can release the hands. Just totally let go into the floor. Let your palms roll up to the ceiling and the fingers naturally curl. Do notice if your mind is going on to anything. See if you can really let go. now very, very gently take a deeper breath in. Good. And again, take a nice deep breath. And then gently let your head roll from side to side. And then you can rest the head. Then gently bend your knees and take your feet right to the top of the bolster. And do that pelvic tilt we began with, just a little tip of the tailbone off the floor. You're pressing the feet down, and then you can lower down. Good. And then you can press into the feet and lower down again, getting a little massage action through the low back. Press and lift, and slowly lower. Once more, press and slowly lower. Great. Now you can pull both knees up and into the body and pull the knees in wide as you wish, pressing down into the low back, and then come into a gentle rock. Now you can hold on behind the knees and hug in snugger with the heels higher, coming into your low back. Great. Your shoulders are back. And then potentially holding on to the feet or the low legs for happy baby and drawing the legs into. That's it. And then a gentle rock once again. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then you can let your heels back down onto the bolster, onto the pillow. And then we're going to gently roll to your right side and draw right up to seated position. Taking a moment just to sit and just to feel free to sit on a pillow or your bolster. And just taking a moment to sit. And we'll do, I like to finish with a lovely neck stretch. So we'll take your left hand, take the thumb down, and then take that hand around, and then coax it, pull that elbow across as much as you can, and then good. And then in breath, exhale, and just here again, just like a heavy, heavy ear. Just let yourself drop. Staying with your breath. Nice deep breath. And then you can breathe in, come all the way back up. Take that right elbow back. Interlace in breath and then exhale. That's it. Excellent. Just feel a really good drop from that side. Stay with your breathing. Beautiful. And then you can come right back up to the center. Okay, and we are done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks everybody for being here. Remember that.
Thanks, Celeste.
Welcome, Julian.
Thank you, Celeste.
You're welcome, Shirley.
That feels great.
Oh, good, good, good. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, yes, if anybody needs to borrow a bolster or a circle pillow, I know, Julian, you're far away, but feel free to drop by. And I've washed all the covers. And so you can just like borrow one because we're having small classes right now, so I can spare them. and then you can
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can rent for free your own bolster until
Thanks.
we see what happens next.
We used our foam roller and it worked really well. We have two foam rollers. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just using a little cushion.
Oh, which cushion?
I'm just using like a little cushion from a chair.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'd love to have something bigger.
yeah. You know what? We so need to listen to our intuition, because the last time I saw you, Julian, I was going to give you a bolster.
Ah.
Like,
Thanks.
I was like, why am I giving you a bolster? But yeah, I think that's what I wanted to finish on, was just that note of like really listening deeply inside to intuitions. And I know you're really good at that. You know, like, because there's like today, for example, I ordered glasses like 3 months ago and 2 months ago, and I thought I was going to be up that way going to York, and then of course my classes were canceled. So I said today, I must go today. And I went to Hakim Optical, and he said, yeah, we're closing tomorrow. So just, you know, if there's something that says, oh, go to Canadian Tire or Shoppers Drug Mart, like, because those things are valid. Yeah, just act on it. I know I preach that all the time, but especially now, if you can listen, stay below the flares of news and just listen to those intuitions that are so there all the time. Okay, have a great night, you guys.
Thank you, Celeste.
Thanks, Celeste.
Thank you, Celeste.
Hey.
Celeste.
Oh, Celeste.